Hello, it is a beautiful early November afternoon here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am 2 months out from starting my thru hike from the south end of the Appalachian Trail. I've been sitting out here weighing stuff. As you can see, my wife is a soap maker, and so she has this awesome scale. So I have a very specific question, and the question is, how much more weight do I carry in January, starting in January, than I would if I were to go backpacking in April? So I have some experience hiking at that time of year. So the question is, what is the weight difference? What additional stuff do I have to take in the expectation that most nights will be below freezing? Some nights could be down to as low as 0 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so let's dive right into this. This is the heaviest thing I'm taking. It's my sleeping bag, and this is a 20-degree bag that I would likely take in April, but I'm not going to do that in January. I'm going to take this 0-degree bag, and it weighs an additional 12.1 ounces. Next up is some neoprene socks that weigh 5.5 ounces. And the reason I'm taking those is that I do not have waterproof shoes. These are some trail runners that I'm going to take. If it's raining or if I'm walking through snow, the water is going to come right in. So this will block the water and help to keep my feet dry. Next on the list is an extra base layer. So there's a top and a bottom, and together they weigh 16.9 ounces. Here's a water filter, and I'm bringing an extra one of those because in the winter you have to keep these things from freezing. So you leave them in your pocket, but sometimes you mess up and they freeze, and once they freeze, they're no good after that. So I'm hauling an extra one with me. Next on this list is some down mittens. I think it's a synthetic down, 3.1 ounces. Next up, we have some down booties, 2.8 ounces. I'll wear those at night or around camp. Next on the list, I'm going to carry an extra can of fuel. So I'll take 2 cans instead of 1. And the reason is these things don't work as well in cold weather. There's a whole subject you can talk about on how to make them work better, but you got to keep them warm, and so I just want some redundancy in my gas since it'll be so cold. All right, these are probably my favorite item, down pants. They weigh 10.1 ounces, and I love them because when you get to camp in the winter and you stop hiking, it's amazing how fast you cool down. So you want to pull out your down jacket, your down pants, and also you can wear them to sleep in. So it actually can help with your sleep system to make it warmer. And then I have an extra pair of socks just in case. They weigh 3 ounces. So that's most everything, and I haven't totaled it up yet to see what the damage is, but I'm going to do that, and then think real long and hard about how much of this stuff I want to take, how much of the stuff I need. I have added up the total increased weight that I will need to carry in January compared to if I were to start in April, and the grand total is right at 64 ounces. I included one extra thing, and that's about 4 pounds. And so that's what I'm contemplating carrying in excess of what I might carry in a shoulder season backpacking trip. There's probably just a few other things. I might bring some fire starter with me, but I don't expect it will be very significant in weight. So there you have it. And so I would be really interested in, especially for you former thru hikers out there or other folks that have experience in cold weather. I've backpacked when it's below freezing a number of times, and then I backpacked when it was truly frigid, but just a couple of nights. So I don't have a lot of confidence in my gear choices. I really need more experience in cold weather. And so if any of you have opinions or experiences out there with cold weather, please let me know. And there's one point I didn't touch on is at some point, if it gets cold enough or windy enough or my stuff is wet, I have to make good decisions when I'm out on the trail and get off the trail, hole up in a hostel or a hotel, and put my stuff in the dryer and wait for the cold weather to pass. So it's not just all about the gear, it's about the decisions one makes. If you see my videos down the road when I start hiking, I'll let you know how that cold weather gear is working out for me. And there's my kitty. Her name is Miso. She's a crazy calico. And there's Tex. He's all right.